Oh, my guest today is Heart of Outcast, that duo like no other, the Funketeer from the planet Stankonia, King of Owls, the man who gave the world Sir Lucius left foot, prophesizing the rise of James Rodriguez, and crafted the line cooler than a polar bear's toenails, enshrining it into the lexicon of the greatest sports phrases all time. It's a joy to welcome hip-hop pioneer, master collaborator, hero to Bald Nation, so fresh, so clean. Oh, hello, Big Boi.
What's up? How you doing? You know how it is, live from Atlanta. We out here.
We have never had an extraterrestrial rock star on this show before.
Well, you know, I just had to beam in from Stankonia to lay some stank on you. You feel?
The big sleepover album with Sleepy Brown is imminent, and your new single, We the Ones, also with Sleepy Brown, is out now. Killer Mike, a beloved guest of our show, also on there. You said people are always looking for that new, but your approach is to listen to everything and be free-flowing. You said it doesn't matter whether it's country, reggae or rock and roll. Kate Bush is my favourite artist of all time. Big Boi, make the case that Kate Bush is, well, better than Reggie.
Well, I love Reggie Bush, but he didn't make Wuthering Heights or Running Up That Hill or Man with the Child in His Eyes, which happens to be some of my favorites. Kate is a creative mind, and I love creatives. If she could run the football, she'd be in comparison with Reggie Bush, but I don't think Kate never scored an NFL touchdown, but she scored a touchdown in my heart.
Mine too, Big Boi, mine too. She's actually a vulture running back. She's not big for yards, but my God, she can punch it in for close. Viewers, run, don't walk, listen to Babushka right now. We revere your city, Atlanta, the layered history to the place, starting with the civil rights movement. Then the music emerged on top of that. The film and television came next, all the way through the sports teams, which you've called the backbone to the entire place. The role sports teams play in Atlanta, Big Boi, how would you define it?
It's a lot of pride in the city. If you're in Atlanta, you ATL to the dirt, you know what I mean? So it's all about having your feet planted in that red clay. And I like that Braves pullover you got on right there. That's dope as hell. I've never seen that.
Starter.
Okay, starter.
And you've said, now with us having a soccer team, we have a loaded deck.
Woo! I had a chance to be there when they won a couple of years ago. I got a chance to hit the golden spike. The soccer games are 5 times more exciting than the football game. I can't say that. The crowd never sits down. They're on their feet the whole time. They're chanting, they're swaying, they're waving flags. There's beer spilling everywhere. It's amazing. And I was sitting behind the goal in the suite, and they had chicken tenders and quesadillas, and every time they kicked the ball, I try to catch the ball in the suite. The most balling devil. I can't go no other way. I got to sit behind the goal.
Yes. We made a film last year, Big Boi, about the African-American-based football fan group Footy Mob, weaving in a supporter culture that is true to the hip-hop roots of the city. What was it like for you to hear the Atlanta sounds sung by that fan base?
For them to call themselves the Footy Mob after the Goody Mob, that's Dungeon Family. So really, they're like our soccer cousins. So I love it, man. I love it. It ain't nothing like unity, brother. And the spreading the word is ATL for life.
And the apex of Outcast and football happened way back in September 2020. It feels like it was years ago, but that's just 2020 living. Ainsley Maitland-Niles of Arsenal Football Club made a penalty in the Community Shield final with all the confidence of Big Boi dropping verses on ATLians. Arsenal Football Club tweeted out, cooler than the polar bear's toenails. And in steps you, Big Boi, to give it a cosign.
That's my line. They use it. It's Arsenal. It's global, man.
I've got to ask you about your writing style. Cooler than the polar bear's toenails. Does that just naturally float into the Big Boi brain as you're going about your life? Or are you sitting there with a piece of paper in front of you, just like writing and crossing out for hours and hours and hours away?
When I wrote that, I was like sitting with a piece of paper, grinding and channeling my gift from the Most High, and I'm a true artist and creative, and when you come up with lines like that, I make myself giggle. I'm like, well, how did you come up with that? You know what I mean?
My favourite one of your lyrics, I've got to say, smelling sweeter than a plate of yams with extra syrup.
Yes, sir. It's Thanksgiving coming up. Whoever cooking, tell them to goddamn sop them yams up. Put them yams together, but extra syrup on them yams. I don't like no dry yam.
Oh, you are making me feel great about America right now. You're also famed as a big pet owner. You're like a humane Joe Exotic. You've got your dogs. I love that you once owned a shark named Billy Ocean. True story, right?
True story.
To me, Billy Ocean, the greatest name in history. And you also own 4 Eurasian eagle owls, one of whom's named Hootie Hoo.
Live with Hootie, Houdini, and everybody else that's out here just chilling with us, man. What's up, baby?
Can we have some serious owl talk?
My assistant actually is a bird lover. She has parrots. And we went to a bird show one time and met this guy, and he was a bird guy. And I was like, I want an owl. Like, I want something that's different. I just love owls. I mean, they represent wisdom. And he was like, I can get you some owls. And I was like, really? So a couple of months later, it was my assistant's birthday. So I surprised her and I bought her an owl and I bought me one as well. And the guy gave me one of his.
This is amazing. I've got so many questions. But like when you were doing the I like the owl thing, were you trying to pull some crazy out of like left field stuff, hoping he's never going to be able to deliver the owls? And then he delivers the owls and you're like, holy crap, how am I going to keep these from attacking my upholstered furniture with a vengeance?
No, what I liked about them most when they're babies, they're furry. So they have the down feathers on them. It's so funny. They'll walk around all day and then they'll perch. And they're just the coolest things. They're like almost a year and some change old now.
Yeah.
And I have them around the pool and, we swim in the pool and the owls will kind of just sit around and they're not hard to take care of.
That is an amazing life. Just swimming in the pool, just chilling out, a man and his owls.
Yeah. The owls will just sit on the side on a diving board or something and just watch me do laps.
They used to have downy fur. They sound a little bit like me. You are a remarkable human being. To listen to you is to feel better about life. In order to be a master, you always have to be the mindset of a student. Always be bettering yourself, viewers. Big Boi, courage.
Peace, brother.